to go live. I know, right? Hey, I think. Hey, Shalom, they PK out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Junior Honor. You understand? We're bringing this truth since 1969, letting our people know that we're the most important people on earth. You understand? The Most High made all of this for us. You understand? And we living a heathen's life out here, man. Giving up our culture, man. You understand? We're going to, if you could, so if you could play that video, we can get right into it. You know, it's the first one, matter of fact. It's the first one. Come on. It should be playing. Matter of fact, it's on there playing. If you might just press play. Go to the middle of the joint, the video that's right there. It should be a play button right there. No. Right there. See where just go in the middle. Yeah, just hit play. Just hit the middle button. I mean, select. Go ahead, just hit a button. And it should be able to, it should play. Oh yeah, you just go to the video. Go to that first one. Yeah. It might. Let me see. I guess, all right, go back to that other tab. All right, hit stop sharing at the top. All right, and then go to the you probably gotta go out of that. Minimize the screen. All right, go to the, all right, it's matter of fact, yeah, there you go. Right, come on. Yeah. All right, so if you could press play right there and then go back to the regular screen. I mean, go back to here. Then hit that plus. Come on, there we go. Hit share. There we go. Most High Christ.
Assisted and set back research on the drug. In 1970, marijuana was classified as a Schedule
I might go to another.
1 drug in the United States, the strictest designation possible, meaning it was completely illegal and had no recognized medical uses. For decades, this view persisted and set back research on the drug's mechanisms.
I'm not saying I only see us.
Today, marijuana's therapeutic benefits are widely acknowledged, and some nations have legalized medical use or are moving in that direction. But a growing recognition for marijuana's medical value doesn't answer the question, is recreational marijuana use bad for your brain? Marijuana acts on the body's cannabinoid system, which has receptors all over the brain and body. Molecules native to the body, called endocannabinoids, also act on these receptors. We don't totally understand the cannabinoid system, but it has one feature that provides a big clue to its function. Most neurotransmitters travel from one neuron to the next through a synapse to propagate a message. But endocannabinoids travel in the opposite direction. When a message passes from the one neuron to the next, the receiving neuron releases endocannabinoids. Those endocannabinoids travel backward to influence the sending neuron. essentially giving it feedback from the receiving neuron. This leads scientists to believe that the endocannabinoid system serves primarily to modulate other kinds of signals, amplifying some and diminishing others. Feedback from endocannabinoids slows down rates of neural signaling. That doesn't necessarily mean it slows down behavior or perception, though. For example, slowing down a signal that inhibits smell could actually make smells more intense. Marijuana contains two main active compounds, tetrahydrocannabinol, or THC, and cannabidiol, or CBD. THC is thought to be primarily responsible for marijuana's psychoactive effects on behavior, cognition, and perception, while CBD is responsible for the non-psychoactive effects. Like endocannabinoids, THC slows down signaling by binding to cannabinoid receptors. But it binds to receptors all over this sprawling, diffuse system at once, whereas endocannabinoids are released in a specific place in response to a specific stimulus. This widespread activity, coupled with the fact that the cannabinoid system indirectly affects many other systems, means that each person's particular brain chemistry, genetics, and previous life experience largely determine how they experience the drug. That's true much more so with marijuana than with other drugs that produce their effects through one or a few specific pathways. So the harmful effects, if any, vary considerably from person to person. And while we don't know exactly how marijuana produces specific harmful effects, there are clear risk factors that can increase people's likelihood of experiencing them. The clearest risk factor is age. In people younger than 25, cannabinoid receptors are more concentrated in the white matter than in people over 25. The white matter is involved in communication, learning, memory, and emotions. Frequent marijuana use can disrupt the development of white matter tracts and also affect the brain's ability to grow new connections. This may damage long-term learning ability and problem solving. For now, it's unclear how severe this damage can be or whether it's reversible. And even among young people, the risk is higher the younger someone is, much higher for a 15-year-old than a 22-year-old, for instance. Marijuana can also cause hallucinations or paranoid delusions. Known as marijuana-induced psychosis, these symptoms usually subside when a person stops using marijuana. But in rare cases, psychosis doesn't subside, instead unmasking a persistent psychotic disorder. A family history of psychotic disorders, like schizophrenia, is the clearest, though not the only, risk factor for this effect. Marijuana-induced psychosis is also more common among young adults, though it's worth noting that psychotic disorders usually surface in this age range anyway. What's unclear in these cases is whether the psychotic disorder would have appeared without marijuana use, whether marijuana use triggers it early, is a catalyst for a tipping point that wouldn't have been crossed otherwise, or whether the reaction to marijuana is merely an indication of an underlying disorder. In all likelihood, marijuana's role varies from person to person. At any age, as with many other drugs, the brain and body become less sensitive to marijuana after repeated uses, meaning it takes more to achieve the same effects. Fortunately, unlike many other drugs, there's no risk of fatal overdose from marijuana, and even heavy use doesn't lead to debilitating or life-threatening withdrawal symptoms if use stops. There are more subtle forms of marijuana withdrawal, though, including sleep disturbances, irritability, and depressed mood, which pass within a few weeks of stopping use. So, is marijuana bad for your brain? It depends who you are. But while some risk factors are easy to identify, others aren't well understood, which means there's still some possibility of experiencing negative effects, even if you don't have any of the known risk factors. The world's most widely used drug is caffeine. Over 100,000 metric tons are consumed every year. How exactly does it keep us awake? Find out with this video.
Is it the stop sharing? Okay, most not correct. All right. So what you saw was a very animated and well in depth, you know what I mean, example of, you know what I mean, what marijuana does to the brain. You know what I'm saying? If I could, let's get into we're gonna start this off with let's say God damn. Let me get Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. You understand? So there's a lot of reasons why brothers decide, you know what I mean, to start smoking. You know what I mean? A lot of brothers, you know what I mean, initially brothers started smoking just because because of oppression, right? Because of the way life is. It's unavailable. Right. Nah, I ain't on mine either. It was. It stopped. Okay. It's back up? Huh? Took it down. You only show a certain amount of minutes in the video. Shit. Oh, we gotta do the whole joint gone. Shalom, Israel. Can you hear? Okay. All right. So we ain't got no video? Ain't no. I got a video of him, but for some reason he was showing that video. Okay. All right. Oh, she must have great. All right. Let's keep it going. All right. So let me get Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. Nice and loud. He got the go ahead. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. Of course, we be being oppressed. You know what I mean? I'm watching a show now. I'm watching this show called It's All Her Fault. Not It's All Her Fault. You know what I mean? Rich white couple, they child go missing. You know what I'm saying? And when you see the hurt, you know what I mean, that's, you know what I mean, in they face, you know what I mean? Like, all I can do is every time I watch something with, you know what I mean, oppressors in it, it's always going back to my mind about us. You know what I mean? Like to see the hurt that they got, the fear in their eyes, to not know where their child is. You understand? That's a fear that our people know all too well. You understand? Like we know this hurt. We know this pain. You understand? And that's just one of the things on a long list of worries that we deal with as Black people. You know what I mean? Our neighborhoods are crazy. You know what I mean? Our neighborhoods are so crazy that, you know what I mean, we in turn become crazy in those neighborhoods. And the police feel like, since we live in those neighborhoods, that we condone it, that we okay with the crazies, but not understanding that we are in fear also. You understand? And the brothers and sisters that's, you know what I mean, creating the conditions, they are oppressed. And oppression comes out in a lot of different ways, you understand? But the thing is, there is a way out of that hell that we live in. You understand? Keep going, man. You can start from the top.
Surely oppression make us a wise man mad.
Keep going. Gift.
And a gift destroys the heart.
And a gift destroyeth the heart. What is that gift? What we talking about today? You know what I'm saying? You see the title. You already know what that gift is. That gift is marijuana. That gift is weed. That gift is a temporary outing of the hell and slavery that we're in. You understand? Go ahead, man. You got something?
Not just smoking, just sins.
Say it again.
Not just smoking, just white culture.
Oh yeah, everything, of course. But we stand on the top of the day. We talking about smoking. You know, smoking marijuana. And I'm glad you brought up a culture, because this is what I want to get into. Because I want people to know. You understand? Matter of fact, you can drop that. Let me get Judah chapter 5, verse 20. Because we want to talk about
Judith.
Come on.
I got that.
Judith chapter 5, verse 20. Now we're going to talk about why it is a sin that we smoke marijuana. You shouldn't smoke anything. You understand? Like, there's just like the video explained. You know what I mean? You're letting in fumes, and you're destroying your lungs. You're destroying your body when you smoke. But understand that you smoking is not just harm to you. You smoking marijuana, you doing things outside of God's laws, you're bringing harm to all of us. You understand? If you want to smoke weed, if you want to be a brother that decides, I'm going to get smoked, I ain't hurting nobody, I'm in my house, I'm better when I smoke weed. I ain't hurting nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's really y'all niggas that when y'all drink weed, when y'all drink liquor, y'all the ones with the problem. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything that you do in excess is a problem. If you overindulge in drinking, that's the problem. That's a sin. You know what I mean? You can't be a drunkard, but it is lawful to drink.
Right.
But if you consistently smoking weed, you understand, and get out of your hell, you understand that you ain't doing nothing but prolonging your hell and ours.
Right.
We get punished as a nation. You the problem if you still smoking marijuana. You understand? If you could, let me get that.
Judith chapter 5, verse 20.
Uh-huh.
Now, therefore, my Lord and governor.
Now, this is a heathen trying to convincing his Lord, you understand, his governor, that, you know what I mean, that with attacking us, there's two ways of going at us. And you got to be strategic about going at Israel. You understand? Because we do have the Most High on our side. We got a power that's on our side.
Right.
And there's a time to, and there's a time not to. You understand? He's letting this man know. And he's going at this man with all the grace and all the respect in the world. My Lord, my governor. He kissing ass. He making sure he going at him right.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead, sir.
If there be any error against this people,
If there be any error against this people, what is an error? What is an error? You got it? Go ahead.
Something wrong.
Something wrong. Good. Excellent. An error is something wrong. You understand? If there's anything wrong, and what's that wrong though? To be more specific, what can you say something is wrong? What is that wrong?
Sin.
My man, say it again.
Sin.
Sin. A sin. You understand? That's that error that's he's talking about. He's talking about if there's something wrong, if there's any error against his people. Go ahead, sir.
and they sin against their God.
And they sin against their God. You understand? That's what we hear now. That's why we've been sentenced to America. You understand? Because we sin. This is our sentence. You understand? Go ahead.
Let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
That's going to be our ruin right there. You know what I mean? You deciding your life is a little tough. It's hard. I'm going to just, you know what I mean? All right, just one more time. You know what I mean? That last run ain't never your last run. You understand? It's never. You understand? If you thinking that I'm just going to smoke one last time, you know what I mean? Then things will be better. It's never like that, man. You understand? Go ahead.
And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
Man, he said, look, check this out. Let us go up, and we shall overcome them. This is our oppressors. You know what I'm saying? This is our oppressors today. They know. We the only ones that don't know. We don't know who we are. You understand?
Right.
Our oppressors know. They know these scriptures. They know these records. We the ones that don't know. You understand? We feel like, yo, we African Americans. We feel like we Hotep. You know what I mean? We feel like we Muslims and Christians. You know what I mean? We feel like we've been grafted into the scriptures. You know what I mean? We've been grafted into God's grace. That's what we think about. You know what I mean? Dealing with Christianity. There's no grafted in to Christianity. You understand? There's no grafted. Man, you've been born into it. This is your bloodline. This is your family. You understand? The Most High is your family. Think about, let that sink in. This is your family. The Most High is your father. He is our father who art in heaven. You understand? That's our father. He loves us enough to destroy the world. You understand? And make sure that we still survive. You understand? And build a new nation, a new world.
Right.
You understand? With us. That's our father. We understand, like, we've sinned against them. And these people know. They know that, look, all we got to do is, you know what I mean? Let's keep them going. You know what I'm saying? What we call each other in Baltimore. We dummy. Come on, dummy. What they do, dummy?
Right.
Where the weed at, dummy? Keep us dumb. You understand? You go downtown, you know what I mean? I go downtown into any corner store, them fake ass 7-Eleven stores. I don't even know what to call them. But they, yeah, I mean, they look like they used to be 7-Elevens. You go into them, man, you gonna catch a contact going in them spots, man. You gonna catch a contact because it's weed smoke everywhere. And the Arabs that's in there running it don't say a goddamn thing. They sitting there quiet.
Right.
You know what I mean? If anything, they talking to the dudes in there rolling up. You get in there, you get offered all the weed. You understand? You go in there, you know what I mean? You catch a contact, you coming out happy. You coming out feeling good. You understand? It's because you walked in there just to get something to drink. You understand? You go in there to just to grab anything. You understand? You gonna catch a contact. And these oppressors, these Arabs, these people, they don't give a damn. And to go to your point about the culture that marijuana comes from is East Indian. It's not our culture. East Indian culture that has us that we follow. We follow East Indian culture. They're the ones that started the dreads, the dreadlocks. You know what I'm saying? They started the weed smoking. The only thing what it is, black people, we so you know what I mean, so the salt of the earth that we make everything look harder. Right. Like they can't do nothing, and as long as if we catch it, you gonna think that's black culture. We think the world thinks it's black culture to smoke. If you see a white boy smoking, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I mean, if the way he smoked the blunt, you're like, look at him trying to be black. He corny as hell. Look at him. Look at him. You know what I'm saying? Like you thinking that's us. Right. You know what I'm saying? But that's not even our culture. We just heavy like that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Carell.
So I was gonna say, like, when I was younger, nobody smoked what they call a white boy.
God.
They smoked blunts.
God.
But then when black people started smoking white boys, that's when white boys became a big thing. With like,
right.
Yeah, don't waste no big old blunt.
Yeah.
White boys.
Yeah.
So I was just saying that because you said we was the salt of the earth. You know what I'm saying?
God, no, damn right. Excellent. No, that's a heavy point. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Even with the dreads, like, you know what I mean? That's dreads is East Indian culture, and it's just some dirty, just East Indians being dirty and not feeling like washing their hair.
Right.
It locks up, clunks up. You can see a homeless man with dreads. He ain't try. It just happened like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't take his head. It's clunked up. But when black people get dreads, man, they make them look so icy. Like they look so hard. Like it's all neat. And then, I mean, you think you're like, yo, that's what's up. I seen a brother on Instagram. He tried to give some garbage story about the origins of dreads, talking about how it comes from what he said. I forgot what he said it come from, but the brother was pretty much saying like how white people didn't want our hair to be like that because it was so glorious. Right. He put up the story, you know what I mean? One true story about how sisters, you know what I mean, back then couldn't show their hair. Right. White women wanted them to cover their hair because they was jealous of it. You understand? Which was accurate. But what he was saying about how the dreads and how it was a rebellion, brothers started locking their hair up as a rebellious type of statement or something, which was garbage. You know what I'm saying? It didn't make no sense. Hey, Sly, can you read that comment? Because what's that? Humble brother Oh, matter of fact, I can see it. If you put it up on the screen though. What's this? Quick question. If I may, any precepts about restoring marriages? Restoring marriages. Okay, all right. So when you say restoring marriages, like give me a little bit more, humble brother. What do you mean about restoring marriages?
Give me about 30 seconds.
Yeah, give me like 30 seconds if you could. Go ahead.
How did this marriage end?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if it's ended. That's what I want to know. Did it end or is it in turmoil? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, give me a little bit more if you could, bro. Humble brother. Go ahead, Karan. Good.
I think General Muhammad or somebody said that the East Indians had used to let their hair lock up because they felt as though that it made them closer to their gods, to the gods.
Kind. So the hair locking the hair, it was like the description of their god Shiva. Shiva had dreads, you know what I mean? The story of Shiva is fictitious, you know what I mean? It's a story about a dude that he got in an argument with his family and he was so stressed out about the argument, he ran into the woods or something, ran into the field, laid down on the ground, and then he saw a weed plant, say he ingested it. They didn't say he smoked it, but they said he ingested it. Somehow, you know what I mean? He became the father of weed. You understand? And all of a sudden now that he's the god. But so there is a connection with, yes, definitely with the dreads and with the god. Now I forgot, you know what I mean, exactly how it correlates to why it happens like that. I mean, why they did this. If you remember the rest of it, the whole thing about the dreads and the connection to the god, because I remember some of it.
You just had dreads to be closer to that god. They let their hair lock up. Closer to that. They felt as though they were closer.
God.
To that god.
It was like some kind of like, I think like tentacles or something. They felt like it connected it. Yeah, it was something like that. Either way, it's like, it's not our culture. That ain't our culture. You understand? It's an East Indian people. If I could, sir, Shalak, let me get the rest of that. That Judith.
21.
Come on, 21.
Judah, chapter 5, verse 21. But if there be no iniquity in their nation.
So there be no iniquity. Let's say brothers see this class. I see brothers, you know what I mean, start to doing the math themselves and starting to realizing, you know what I mean, what they shouldn't be doing. They started looking at it like, damn, you know what? I am destroying myself. You know what I mean? I am sitting around, lying around, not doing a thing. You know what I mean? I am just, you know what I mean, just waiting for the next chance to get high. You know what I mean? Go ahead, sir.
Let my Lord now pass by.
Man, he said, man, let you pass by. Don't bother these people. Ain't nobody over there. They ain't doing nothing. They ain't sleep with each other wives. They're not getting high. You know what I mean? They doing everything that they Lord want, they most high want them to do. Like, if we did everything that the power want us to do, then now all those, before you get to the curses in Deuteronomy, everything that was said, that would be our life.
Right.
These heathens would like, you wouldn't go to no East Indian and be worrying about how to smoke weed. They would come to you and be like, you know what I mean, brother, how are you so great? How do you get good with your God? How do you live so good? How are your women so beautiful and so respectable? How do y'all get along? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like the brother, humble brother. We're still waiting for your response, brother. But you know what I mean? Other nations would come to us and ask us, you know what I mean? They wouldn't ask for precepts. They would ask us, how do I restore my marriage? You understand? And we would give them the answers. You know, oh, hold up. Oh, there we go. He got it. You on there? Thanks. Oh, the Salaki, brother. All right, so I see your response. He said, I left my girl and I wanted to know, should I go back or find another female? All right, okay. So first, you should definitely get counsel. You depending on how long you've been gone, depending on your type of woman, because that's one of those you gotta know type of situations. Like you gotta know your woman if she slept with another brother. You understand? Like that's important. You don't want to if she slept with another brother, then she's not yours no more. You understand? And There's no need to try to figure out how to repair it. There's no need to try to, get her back. There's no need to try to make her remember she loves you and all that, because she belongs to him now. You understand? Sex is marriage, if you didn't know that. Sex is marriage. Your marriage is no longer your marriage when she decides to step out with another man. You understand?
If she hasn't.
But if she didn't step out with a brother, then get counsel. You understand? Like, get counsel. You know what I mean? The ICPK does counsel for, people that's not, you don't got to be in the school. You understand? The water, sir. If she hasn't had sex with another brother, that's still your wife. That's still your rib. You understand? And y'all just need to just talk it out. I mean, get counsel and work it out. And yeah, Lord be with y'all. You understand? But yeah, all those things play a factor. You know what I mean? But it's not a precept that you need for that. But you just need to get counsel, because you need to figure out if she did sleep with another brother. If she did that, like I said, it's done. You understand? But if it's not, man, that's your woman. You know what I mean? Y'all work that thing out, man, and get y'all some counsel. You know what I mean? And never leave her again, man. You understand? Like it says, right? You said you left. You know what I mean? So yeah, you don't want to be throwing women away. You understand? That's your woman.
Right.
That's yours. You know what I'm saying? That's the Most High frowns upon that, man. You understand? Go ahead, sir.
Slocky, he probably want to know if he had slept with another woman, then he got 2 wives.
Hey, there you go. Hey, definitely, brother. If you want to, don't be quick to jump to another rib. You know what I mean? If your rib, your current rib, if she's not with it, you might lose it like that. You understand? If you want to be with her, you might want to go ahead and work it out with her, explain to her, go over the precepts with her, you know what I mean, about multiple wives and all that. But in the meantime, get you some counsel, man. Call the school for counsel and get in class. So, you know what I mean? You won't have to be, humble brother anymore. You know what I mean? You can get you a name, you know what I mean? Come in here getting all black. If you're in Baltimore, you know what I mean? Let me know if you're in Baltimore. If you're not, you know what I'm saying? What he says, like, understandable, appreciate you, sir, and no, I haven't slept with another sister. Almost high credit. Okay, I would just, you know what I mean? Hopefully, you know what I mean, your rib is good with, she understands the type of brother you are. Y'all just get counsel with each other, man. You understand? But yeah. Where you at? What city you in? You understand? If we can get you the number for that city and go ahead and get you in class, man. You understand? Right. You know what I mean? Y'all come back together under the ISUPK. But if I could, sir, we finish with that? Good.
Least the Lord defend them, and their God be for them.
Man, God, the Most High is going to be for us. If we do our part, the Most High is going to be for us, man. Like, the Most High is going to be with us. Like, all we ever had to do is to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand? All we have to do is not get into another people's culture. You understand? That was all the way back in Genesis.
Right.
Matter of fact, let me get that. Let me get what's that? Genesis. Come on, sir. Oh, Salak, go ahead. Salak.
And we become a reproach before all the world.
Man, we don't, you know what I mean? Look, he said, look, check this out. You go at them brothers, you understand? You go you go after that nation. You understand? The Most High gonna make your reproach in front of the world. Everybody gonna know the type of clowns that made a dumbass decision by going against the Israelites. You understand? Right. And we're gonna look silly out here, man. We ain't gonna be able to take over nothing else. We ain't gonna be able. No culture is gonna respect us because we decided to go against the Most High and his people. Go ahead, Kara. You sure? Yeah. Let me get Genesis chapter 2, verse 17, if I could, guys. Okay. Oh, this he said I'm in Jessup. My homie is with y'all. My homie's with y'all. He can't answer my questions, but told me to look into Baltimore. He say you in Jessup, so you can either you can either go to DC or you can come down here, depending on if you drive. You know what I mean?
Who is his homie that's with us?
I don't think he said it with us. Oh, he do say it with y'all. He said, I'm in Jessup. My homie is with y'all. And said he can't answer my questions, but told me. I mean, I guess, man, man.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah. We got DC number?
Which one?
No, but he close to us. Jessup right here.
Yeah, but like it's kind of in between.
Nah.
Because officer,
We closer.
we closer to him. Oh, because we like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about
No, not
right.
even.
Yeah.
We're not even 30 minutes.
Yeah.
15, 20 minutes. Jessup is right up 95. I used to work out there.
I still work out there.
Okay.
It ain't 15, but from here it is.
When I was
it might be like 20,
I was about to
something
say,
like
yeah,
that.
right, like that.
Kind of.
But DC is further.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
DC further.
So yeah.
You wanna
want to give him the number for here?
yeah, I'm gonna put the number on the in the chat.
All right, officer Mathum gonna put the number in the chat for the Baltimore school. Yeah, just come on down here, man. You know what I mean?
What's the
That's his name, Regash.
Ragash? He said Ragash? Officer Ragash?
Don't you know Regash? Oh, Regash in DC.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Okay.
Go ahead, Daraj. What you got? Say it again.
scripture?
We're worse than what?
For the next scripture.
Oh, Genesis, we ain't did we finish what you call it?
Genesis 7.
Con. We finished.
We did. All right. Genesis chapter 2, verse 17. You understand? Yeah, because like I said, the Most High been trying to keep us away from, hey, no sweat. Definitely, you know what I mean? Be a pleasure to see you, brother, in the class, man. Get you in that all black. Go ahead, Darush.
Go ahead.
5.
But 3.
Okay.
2. Chapter 2, verse 17.
No, I'm reading the scripture.
Okay, Salak. Go ahead.
But 3.
Tree. You gotta speak up though, man. Where that mic at?
Right here. But the tree of the knowledge of good and evil.
All right, so check this out. So this is when the Most High gave the truth. I mean, it's like when the Most High had Adam and Eve in the garden, you understand? And you need precepts to understand that that garden, it wasn't let me see. I'm trying to decipher through the lies and try to put it together right. So the thing is, all right, so what's the lies they say? It was an apple, right? It was an apple. It wasn't an apple. You know what I mean? Adam and Eve didn't eat anything. It wasn't the physical eating. It was like you would say like food for thought. You understand? That's the tree of not of good and evil. You understand? Now the understand that the tree of knowledge of good and evil is understanding what life is and what you should and shouldn't do, and then understanding what life is after you already done what you shouldn't have done. And now you gotta realize the evil of the Most High. It's like a parent. It's like knowing you can understand.
The evil.
Yeah, there's evil that will come to you.
Most High?
Yes. And just raise your hand. But yeah, there's evil from the Most High. The Most High gives good and evil. Everything that happens, the Most High does it. Whether it's good or whether it's evil. There's nothing that slips through the Most High's hands. You know what I mean? Regardless of what Christianity might tell you. There's no. The Most High creates good and the Most High creates evil. I'll give you an example of evil that the Most High creates. The Most High, let's say if like a homosexual, if a homosexual lays with another man, that evil that the Most High will give to that homosexual is AIDS. You understand? It's a disease that kills them.
Right.
Just like eating pork. The Most High says, don't eat pork. If you eat pork, then the evil that the Most High will give you is cancer. Now you have cancer. You understand? Or clogged arteries. Sir. Clogged arteries. Heart disease. All that stuff that you're not, that's the evil that the Most High gives you.
Right.
You understand? You understand that? Darash? All right. All right, go ahead. Let me go ahead.
Thou shalt not eat of it.
So you say, thou shalt not eat of it. Go ahead. Like he pretty much telling like don't discover anything. Like don't find out the hard way. What they say on the Instagram on the social media, like F around and find out. You know what I'm saying? We effed around and found out. You understand? And that's why we here right now. You understand? Go ahead.
For in the day that thou eatest,
Yeah.
eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die.
You understand? So the Most High is saying like that in that day that we decide to dive into those other nations, those other cultures, in that day we shall surely die. You understand? Like we died. You understand? We tried to insert different little parts of cultures into our life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And in turn, now black people, we don't have a culture. We don't even have a neighborhood. There's no black community. You understand? There's a community that black people live in, but there's no black community. You understand? How do you know that? Because there's a Jewish community. And you go through a Jewish community, you know you're in a Jewish community. You got all types of goddamn menorahs with eight candlesticks. You know what I'm saying? Oh, 9. So that's yeah. They got 9 candlesticks on the menorah. You got all types of Shield of Davids. Right. You know what I mean? They got the flags. You know, well, what they call it, the Star of David. You understand? Like yeah. And you got all types of what they call it? What's the food they call? Kosher. Yeah, cool. They got kosher food, just you know what I mean, all types of, you know what I mean. You see everybody with the hats, with the all black, you know what I mean?
Right.
You understand? Like that's a Jewish community. Blacks and Hispanics, we don't have our community. You understand? Even down here, now people might assume that this is a Hispanic community because there's a lot of Hispanic people around, but there's not. If you go into those Hispanic stores, you go in there and they got all the good food in there. They got the good rice and everything hitting, the chicken on point. But when you go in there on a Sunday, you understand, or early Saturday, you'll see the owners. It'll be a Chinese man and Moab is in there in charge, or you'll see Arab in there in charge. They're running everything. Our oppressors, these people know how to code. They know how to cater to what we want. You understand? You could drop that. Let me get let me see. Let me get Ecclesiasticus chapter 32, verse 17. You understand? Like now, this is what you need to realize. We don't supposed to take part in nothing that a heathen does. You know what I mean? And Jeremiah chapter 1 and 2 tells us all this, like tells us, don't hearken the ways of the heathen. You understand? You don't hearken the ways of the heathen. Understanding what a heathen is going to save your life. A heathen is someone that, you know what I mean, outside of the 12 tribes. You understand? That's a lot of times the culture and the things that people think is black culture, those are the ones that actually started it. We just try to combine it into a cool ass ball and say that it's black culture. When the whole time it's not. You understand? And that's the reason why we smoke. We even smoke thinking that we smoke, and the whole time, like in the 90s, everybody was smoking the ganja. Everybody was like, oh, you know what I mean? We won't smoke the ganja. Whole time, people don't even realize that the ganja ain't nothing but that's from East India. That's the ganja comes from the island of what's that? Ganges, the island. You understand? It's an East Indian island. You understand? Let me see. Hold on. Let me get that right. Matter of fact, go ahead and give me that preset, man. While I find this. Got it.
A sinful man will not be reproved.
A sinful man will not be reproved. A sinful man is someone that they don't want to hear. You got some brothers that's probably watching this class right now, like, man, I don't want to hear all that garbage, man. Like, come on, yo, it's smoking weed, yo. I'm not hurting anybody by smoking. You understand? That's somebody that's sitting around like, yo, this ain't me rolling this blunt ain't hurting nobody. I got my own problems. I'm not going out. I'm not committing no crimes. I'm chilling. I chill the hardest. You know what I'm saying? That's what a sinful man ain't trying to hear. None of that. Go ahead.
But finding an excuse according to his will.
A sinful man gonna find an excuse for everything that he does that the Most High doesn't want us to do. That's what a sinful man gonna do. A sinful man gonna find a reason and be like, yo, man, I'm going through it. A sinful man gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna finish this pack out. You know what I mean? A sinful man gonna decide, yo, all I need is to finish this off, get this, because I'm stressed. You know what I mean? I don't know what's gonna happen with my job. I don't know what's going on with my rib. I'm going through it. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna make up reason after reason after reason to commit that sin. You understand? But the whole time, you ain't doing nothing but just creating more problems for yourself. You thinking that the problem's gonna be gone. You know what I mean? But after you smoke that weed, after the high come down, your problem's still there. You understand? And you still in hell. You still here. You know what I mean? We don't realize how much black people need to come together. We think black people need to come together just by everybody need to put their money together and let's start to do this. Let's be better with this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But black people need to come together in one accord. If we all decide that we ain't going to do a certain thing, if we all decide that we're going to do a certain thing, and we all decide that we're going to follow the Most High, we're going to follow Christ. You know what I mean? We're going to do what the Most High want us to do, which is following Christ. Then we'll be better off. You understand? Following Christ is the way to the Most High. That's the way to the kingdom. You understand? Like we all want to be in the kingdom. You know what I mean? Christians, you ain't got to die to get there. You know what I mean? It's coming on earth.
Right.
You understand? All we got to do is be better towards each other. Stop sleeping with each other's wives. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Be better with each other. Stop smoking. You know what I mean? Like, it's a damn shame you can't walk through certain areas without heavy weed smoke. You got your kids with you. Niggas don't care. They still lighting up. They still smoking. You know what I mean? It ain't no respect for it. You know what I mean? But the thing is that the scriptures tell about how that violence is going to fill the air. It's going to fill the land because we don't care to respect each other enough. You understand? To stop it. Let me get let me see. Let me get Genesis chapter 1, verse 29.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 29. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed.
And the Most High gave us herbs. You understand? Bearing every seed. He gave us herbs. You understand? Herbs, however you want to say it. You know what I'm saying? He gave it to us. You know what I mean? For a reason. You understand? Go ahead, sir.
Which is upon the face of all the earth.
You understand? Go ahead.
And every tree.
Mm-hmm. Give it all, yeah, and every tree. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
In the which is the fruit of a tree, yielding seed.
Man, go ahead, sir.
To you it shall be for meat.
It shall be for meat. Meat just means it's good for us. You understand? It's, you know what I mean? It nourishes us.
Right.
You understand? These are healing. It's healing. You understand? You understand? Go ahead.
It gives air.
It gives air. No. You think about trees. Yeah. No. We talking about what grows off the tree. You understand? You understand? Like those things are, it's the healers.
Right.
Marijuana it has healing abilities. It's supposed to heal. It is good for the body, but not if you smoke it. You understand? Like there's all types of herbs that are good for us. Like sea moss. Sea moss is good for us, but nobody smokes sea moss. You understand? Nobody smokes it because it don't get you high.
Right.
You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Spinach. Spinach and broccoli is good for us. Nobody smokes spinach and broccoli because it don't get you high.
Right.
You understand? Like why we make excuses for the illness that we have, which is addictions. We abuse the fruits and the vegetables and these plants that the Most High provided us, because the world is all we need is the world to make everything for us. Like, I mean, the world is intended for everything to be self-sustained. Like, it's enough. There's more what they carnivores. What's the one that eat the animals?
Yeah,
Carnivores. It's not more carnivores, it's more herbivores. There's more herbivores on the earth than carnivores, because the herbivores, they're the ones that eat the grass. You understand? If it was more of them, then they would eat all the grass and it would throw off the ecosystem. You know what I mean? But there's carnivores that eat them. It regulates. The world regulates itself. We don't have to, you know what I mean? We don't need anything extra to be done because everything is done for us. You understand? There's nowhere where would we find out that you need to smoke the weed? You know what I mean? To smoke the marijuana for any health benefits from it. An ungodly man. You understand? Dang, I would like to get that. Let me see. Matter of fact, let me get trying to hurry up. Shit. Where we at?
It's only 8:55.
Let me get Ecclesiasticus chapter 38, verse 1.
Come.
What?
Chapter what?
Yeah, before that, get that.
The what?
Hold on. If I could, sir, can you give me 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 19?
1 Corinthians
Come on.
chapter 6, verse 19.
38, chapter 1.
Chapter 6, verse.
Chapter.
1 Corinthians.
1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 19, sir.
Got it.
You mean verse 1?
Verse 1, come. I think that's what it says. Hold up. Yeah. You got that?
Come.
I mean, damn, my thumb slide. Can I get that?
1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
What? Ye know not that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, which is in you.
Man, check this out. Your body is the whole. Check this out. All right, think about this. This is, you know what I mean? Because I feel like most brothers, if you smoke a weed, you're not in the truth. So I'm gonna ask Christians, you know what I mean? Would you smoke weed in the church? You understand?
Right.
You know what I mean? Would you smoke in your grandmother's house? You know what I mean? Why she there? You know what I'm saying? This says, know ye that your body is the temple of the Most High. I mean, it's like of the Holy Spirit. You understand? You hear that? Your body is the temple of that. That means the Holy Spirit is in your body, is inside.
Right.
You know what I mean? So what you gonna do with that? You understand? You gonna pollute the Holy Spirit? Damn. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6,
verse 19.
Go ahead, sir.
Which ye have of the Most High, and ye are not your own.
And check this out. It ain't yours. It's not even yours. You on borrowed time. This ain't yours. You understand? This is not your body to be doing what you want to do with it. You understand? Like, we don't have ownership. We ain't, you know what I mean? This ain't the abortion movement. You understand? My body, my choice type situation. You understand? Most I say, the Holy Spirit lives in you. How the hell you gonna have the Holy Spirit in you? You walking around here with a 1,000 demons walking around, all, you know what I mean, all over the earth. There's demons walking around all over the earth. There's all type of murder and all types of crazy. Every time my news feed come on, I just seen the news feed. A brother unalived his daughter, 4 months. He strangled her, and then told his rib, "Don't tell the police on me."
Right.
Like, that's crazy. Like, that's the world we living in.
Right.
And you're gonna pollute the Holy Spirit because you want to get high. You corny as hell. Like that's come on, man. How weak are we that you know what I mean? We gotta get high.
Right.
Go ahead, sir.
Which ye have of God, and ye are not your own. That was the end of it. Sir. That was
Let me get verse 20.
okay. For ye, Salakia, let's start at 18. Let's come down.
Say it again, sir.
Let's start over. Start at 18 and come down to fornication. It's us doing things.
Oh, come on. We can do
Let's
that.
start. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
Flee fornication. Every sin that a man doeth is without the body.
Man, check this out. Every sin that you doing, you ain't like that's not your soul telling you to do that. That's that's your flesh telling you to satisfy it. You understand? Right. Like Paul went through hell. He was going through a war. He went through a war. And that's the best part about that scripture, because that scripture don't say that he was trying to figure it out or he was going to do a thing.
Right.
It said he was warring with his body, with his members. Like he wasn't just letting it, he ain't giving to his body.
Fighting it.
He fighting it. Everybody go do some stuff.
Fighting that
But
temptation.
fight it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a fight. Like that's how you know, like, yo, I want to live. He's fighting to live the way he's supposed to live. You understand? And that's what we gotta do. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
But he that committeth fornication sinneth against his own body.
Man, you sin against your own body, man. You ain't understand that you hurting yourself. You hurting yourself with this. You understand? That you hurt, like there's we get punished as a nation. But you remember the brother that you know what I mean, that the Most High was proud of because he stuck I want to say a pitchfork, but it wasn't a pitchfork.
Spear.
The spear. He's put the spear through the brother because he couldn't get a hold of his lust. He couldn't get a hold of his lust. The brother came to him, put a spear through him, and said, you know what I mean, the Most High was pleased with him.
Right.
He said, man, like, yo, eventually it's gonna come to that point. We out here fishing. Do remember this, brother, that at some point we gonna become hunters. And you gonna, ain't no all the weed in the world ain't gonna stop the pain from that spear being put through your stomach. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
What? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, which is in you,
Go ahead.
which ye have of the Most High, and ye are not your own?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Verse 20. For ye are bought with a price.
Man, you bought with a price. You understand? You know what Yahushua, our king, went through? You know our king was tortured. He tortured he went through it for us. For what? For you to be able to smoke a blunt?
Right.
So you think you could just smoke a blunt and just piss on everything that our king went through? Man, like people always say, man, I'm gonna risk it all. You know, I'm about to risk it all. You see videos all the time, brother. Be looking at a chick in front of his girl. You like, damn, my man about to risk it all.
Right.
And you don't know nothing about it, man. Yahushua, our king, King Yahushua, you know, risked it. He risked it all, man.
Right.
Gave up his life. Just put your hand on, man. You know what I mean? He risked it all for us. You understand? Not for a woman. He risked it all for brothers and sisters. He risked it all for your mother, for your rib, all that. And now you smoking the blunt. You smoking the blunt and can't stop. You just want to fight about how you can stop. I can stop if I want to. I ain't, you know what I mean? Nah. How about you just stop? You understand? How about you think about, you know what I mean, that punishment that our king went through? He paid the price, man. You understand? We was bought with a price. This life ain't free, man. You an Israelite, and the thing is, like, you an Israelite, man. You the most blessed people on earth. How the hell we the most blessed people on earth if we can't stop getting high? We can't stop getting high. We can't stop getting high, man. How weak is that? How weak is that, man? Go ahead, go ahead. What you had, son? No, you wanted to say something?
Yeah. He risked.
You got all right. Can I get the rest of that, sir?
No. Shalaki, I'm gonna start back over at 20.
Come on.
1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 20. For ye are bought with a price. Therefore glorify the Most High in your body and in your spirit, which are God's.
Guys, huh? Like in your spirit, which are God's, man. That's not yours. That's God's.
Right.
You understand? That's not ours, man. You understand? Like we gotta realize that it's a whole lot. All right, let me just get one more scripture if I could, sir.
We still got this scripture.
You got that? Let me hold that. I might not get that one. I'm trying. I want to.
Salah.
Okay.
You want him to read this one you got?
He could. Let me see. Hold up.
You ready to read?
All right, go ahead. Let me get that.
Ecclesiasticus, chapter 38, verse 1. Honor a
Physician.
physician with a honor due unto him for the use which ye may have of him.
Honor the doctor. You understand? A lot of times, like we got stresses. I know that we deal with. We deal with a lot of stress. You know, we go through a lot. We Black, Hispanic, like man. If you look into them, I've been looking into the reservations a lot.
Right.
And them things, man. That's hell. They like we think we got it bad, and them brothers, the way they live, it's terrible.
Some of them got no running water, no electricity,
Sir.
and no heat.
Foundation of the house crazy.
Right.
Like it's terrible. You understand? We got hells. We got a lot. You know what I mean? That we go through. You understand?
Right.
We stressed out. Go to a doctor. We so scared to go to the doctors, and I get it. Like we went through it. It's a lot. Them doctors and Black people, it don't mix well.
Right.
You understand? But understand this: when you serving the Most High, and we gonna get into it. When you serving the Most High, you ain't got to have all them fears, man. You understand? We think those times when all those experiments was done, the Most High, we weren't on the Most High's good side. We didn't have the ISUPK.
Right.
You understand? It's like back in like Black Wall Street. Them brothers and sisters, they didn't have the truth. They had wealth, they had money, but they ain't had the truth. That's what brought them to. That's what corrupted and destroyed Black Wall Street. That's why it was allowed to be destroyed, because the Most High wasn't on their side. They probably a bunch of uppity Black people, you know what I mean, that was successful, that was, you know what I mean, could pave the way for, you know what I mean, people to see, you know what I mean, it was successful, like it was financially good, and they probably felt like they were good enough people, good people, but the Most High didn't see them as, you know what I mean, without carnal eyes. He see like them brothers, they over there, they eating pork, they having big pork roasts, they living good, you know what I mean, they probably shitting on the Lord, man, not giving brothers what they need, got a town full of money, they probably got broke brothers and sisters out there not living good. You understand? But realize that there's stress that we can deal with, but you gotta honor the doctor. The doctor will do us right. You understand? All you gotta do is obey the Most High, go to the doctors. You understand? Do what the doctor say. You understand? Go ahead.
For the Lord hath created him.
The Lord created him. He gonna tell you, look, you stressed out, you need some stress medics, some stress pills, you need therapy, you know what I mean? Do it like just follow the steps. You don't need to smoke a blunt. You don't need to go outside of our culture to try to find help. All the help is inside here. This is the culture. This is the help. You know what I mean? The ISUPK is the help. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to go outside to another culture and be like, damn, well, how they do it. Damn, that look all right, yo. Damn, you know what I mean? I could benefit from that. You don't gotta do that. Go ahead. Verse 2.
For the Most High cometh healing.
The Most High cometh healing. Go ahead.
Cometh healing. And he shall receive honor of the king.
Keep going.
Verse 3. The scale of the
Physician.
Physician shall lift up his head,
Go ahead.
and in the sight of great men he shall be admired.
Yeah.
Admiration.
Yeah, people gonna admirate. She'll be in admiration. People gonna look at him as like, yo, that's my man. That my doctor. Yo, I like my doctor. He do right. You understand? He gonna be looked at as great. Go ahead, verse 4.
Verse 4. The Lord has created medicines out of the earth.
The Most High created the medicines out of the earth. Yo, marijuana is a medicine. It comes from the earth. Yeah, I get it. We spoken debaters. I get it. You know what I mean? The marijuana is from the earth, but it's not. He didn't put it there. He didn't say spark it up, smoke it. You don't invite hurt into your body or invite other illnesses in your body trying to get rid of a pain. You understand? You invite all types of, you get smoke in your, people die from smoke. People don't even die in fires. They die from the smoke.
Right.
But you're putting the smoke in your body. You understand? Like that's not how you do it. You know what I mean? That's not how you live. You know what I mean? That's not how you're supposed to heal yourself and get better. Go ahead.
And he that is wise will not
Abhor.
abhor them.
So abhor means like to hate. You know what I mean? Like if you wise, you're not gonna hate the doctor. You're not gonna be like, I'm not dealing with no doctor. I'll smoke. What you got? Huh? What? You're not gonna hate your doctor. You're not gonna be like, man, I'm not dealing with no doctor, man. Get the hell out of here, man. You're gonna be like, yo, my stomach hurt a little bit. I'm gonna go to the doctor. Yo, this thing on my leg been bothering me. I'm gonna go to the doctor. You're gonna go to the doctor. I know a lot of us financially can't do it. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't gonna be, I ain't gonna go because I don't mess with them. Man, give me you ain't gonna go to the street pharmacist and be like, yo, I get what I need from my man, you know what I mean, from you over there. Go ahead, Officer Corral.
It's a lot. Yes, sir. I was gonna say, right? What be so crazy is like these superstars, right? They'll go through something and they'll go to the deepest part of in the wilderness in China somewhere, right? And to get some type of treatment for, you know what I mean? Like Will Smith. Will Smith going through and it's not necessarily he was in need of a physician. Well, he was in need of some therapy.
Gone.
You know what I mean? That's a kind of physician too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And he goes over and trusts in another nation and them blowing some sage in his face, smacking him with some palm trees 63 times and all that crazy stuff.
Yeah.
For him, you know what I mean? And that's the same way of, looking to weed.
Right.
Because you got depression.
Right.
So instead of you going to a physician that can give you some advice on your depression and where your depression start and how you can take the steps to get it off,
right,
you go to another god,
right, to
another nation, and to another god, thinking that this is gonna help you.
Right.
But I was just saying what you were saying. That's exactly what we do as a nation all the time.
God, nah, that's a heavy point too. And matter of fact, you might know what's that. All right, so it's a drug that all famous people, well, not a lot of famous people doing. Jada Pinkett talked about it in her book. I think Will Smith, he talked about it in his book too. Where they it's a drug that they do. They go somewhere and they gotta be in a house, and they can't go outside. I forgot the name. I don't know the name of it. Duck. It's something. It's some kind of spiritual awakening that they get. Everybody say, I think Charlemagne, he talk about how he want to do it. He ain't did it yet, but he want to do it so bad. It's a lot of celebrities do it. It's like some people say they saw God. The dude, matter of fact, the dude that helped Dave Chappelle with the Chappelle show, the white dude that he was dealing with, He said he did it and he saw God. He said he ain't believe in God at first. Then he saw God. You understand? And I just feel like our people see and hear those type of stories, and it sounds amazing. Because the sad part is we look up to these superstars. They got money. They doing better. They doing life better than us because they got money. They wealthy. They on TV. We looking at them. We hearing their stories. They don't hear our stories. You know what I mean? The people we talk to ain't got no cameras. You know what I mean? We just have private conversations. They having public conversations and talk about things. And they talk about what they see God. And it's like, damn, y'all want to see God. I wonder what that would be like. And it's amazing to see, and we get caught up with that. You understand? Go ahead, man. Where was that?
Four.
Go ahead. We on verse 5.
Verse 5. Was not the water made sweet with wood?
Uh-huh. Keep going.
That the virtue thereof might be known.
Uh-huh. Keep going.
Verse 6. And he had given men skill.
Now, he been getting the Most High gave men skills. He gave men skills. Now, what those skills like? He gave men a particular skill. And the men he's talking about is the physicians, is the doctors. Go ahead.
Verse 5.
Verse 6.
Verse 6.
Yeah.
Oh. You want me to take it?
Just take it from the top. Go ahead.
And he hath given men skill that he might be honored in his marvelous work.
There you go, my man.
Marvelous works.
Okay, you nailed that one. Yes, and his marvelous works. You understand? That's the position. He's been given skills. You understand? Go ahead. Verse 7.
Verse 7.
Uh-huh.
With such doth he heal men and taketh away their pain.
So you see, there's an outlet. There's a way out. There's a way out of your pain. If you just go to that doctor, if you know what I mean, I know we want that fix, that quick fix. You understand? But they want that quick fix. Nobody wants that, you know what I mean? The doctor might take too long, you know what I'm saying? But it's easier to just get a blunt, roll it up, you know what I mean? Go outside with your homeboys and just smoke. Because it's like, yo, why go to a doctor? Why do I gotta go to a doctor? Hold up. Okay, hold up. All right, so
Verse 8.
hold up, one second. All right, so my rib, she sent it to me. So it's called ayahuasca. There we go. It's called ayahuasca. It's a psychedelic brew. The psychedelics affect all the senses, altering a person's thinking, sense of time, and emotions. This is the famous drug after like that everybody be taking. They can cause a person to hallucinate, seeing or hearing things that do not exist and are distorted.
That's a lot here.
Cause
They just want to get high.
that's exactly what it is, right? Yeah, that's it. But you hear and they make it. I think famous people that get high, rich people that get high, they try to make it sound so mystical. And like, I'm not a junkie. I want to be closer to a spiritual awakening or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Go, God.
It is like you said, they just want to get high.
Just like weed.
It's just like weed, right? Just like weed.
That hippie say, like, man, we're closer to the earth and
Right.
make it spiritual
Mm-hmm.
when you want to get high.
Mm-hmm. All that peace and love, man, and you know what I mean. It makes you that type of person. They call it an awakening. The water. They call it an awakening. You understand? All right, let me get the last part of that. We can finish it off with that. Let me see. Oh no, not that part. Hold up. Sickness is all right, give me go to verse. Right. Let's see. All right, go to verse 14.
Got it. Verse 14. For they shall also pray unto the Lord.
So we talking about this. We still talking about the physicians. Go ahead.
That he would prosper
There you go.
that which they give for ease and remedy.
For ease and remedy.
For ease and remedy to prolong life.
You know what I'm saying? So that the Most High will help that doctor, you know what I mean, to make sure that everything he does go right. Go ahead. So he's gonna make sure that your doctor, if you're following, this is what it is. If you following what the Most High say, you keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, and you're doing what the Most High said. If you're keeping brotherhood, if you're keeping sisterhood, if you're being a person that the Most High will look to, and you can one day rule the earth that's being terribly ruled right now by our oppressors. You understand? If you're being that person, if you're not making the Most High, or making the King Yahweh's great sacrifice be in vain. Go ahead.
Verse 15. He that sinned before his maker.
Him that sins before his maker. If you sin before your maker, if you decide you just gonna keep smoking, if you decide that, you know what I mean, I'm gonna just light up again, I'm gonna smoke again, you know what I mean, I'm gonna get high, you know what I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce my little cousin to getting high. I'm gonna introduce my little cousin homeboys to getting high. Everybody, we gonna get high. I'm gonna be that dude that's gonna be known as the dude that always got the weed. You understand? And then you happen to get hurt. Well, let's say you smoke, and now you get messed up. Your body get messed up through all of the things that happens from smoking. You know what I mean? Like your lungs get destroyed. You know what I mean? You hurt. You understand? Go ahead. And you happen to have to go to the doctors. Now you got to go to that physician. Go ahead.
Start from the top.
Nah. Go after maker.
Let him fall into the hand of the physician.
Now he said, let him fall into the hand of physician. If you are a person, if you know what I mean, if you decide, you know what I mean, now you need the doctor. He said, now, if you a sinner, let him fall into the hand of the doctor. You understand? Let him fall into the hand of the physician. Because at that point, that's when you'll become one of those experiments. You know what I mean? That's when you'll become one of them experiments that help the medical field to elevate as it does, or as it has, with the experiments that they did on our sisters and brothers, you know what I mean, long ago. You'll be in their conditions right there. You understand? But with that, I pass the class over to priest and officer Matham. You know what I mean? Shalom, Israel.
All right, clap it up, clap it up. All right. Let's slide this up a little bit. Slide this up a little something. Right. Security announcements. We're the ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. New rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They'll be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If after 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry, tithe, which is a commandment You can find us in Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10 means 10th in the Hebrew and is pronounced ma'ashera. A tenth of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for the priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Up and coming Holy Convocation, we got the Feast of Hanukkah coming up. That's December the 14th. Getting together, brothers and sisters coming to the school. We're gonna have food, everything else. It's gonna be brotherhood, everything, you know what I mean? So come up in here and get in here with us. You understand? Learn these scriptures and everything else too. You understand? Remind Akim Aquathium and check on social media such as isupk.com, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, pants, shirts, headbands, and scarf. And with that, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher, men of Israel. I Majum Shabbat. I Majum. Barak. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbaratah. Yad Yematah. Class dismissed.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're